Jason, is she alive?
Pulse is fast.
Oh, no. Call somebody. She could be losing her baby. Hey, we're here. We're gonna help you, okay?
She's unconscious. Several minutes. Well, she looks to be about 8 months pregnant. No, her pulse is getting weaker.
Hey, it's okay. You're gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened, okay? She was unconscious when I found her. 1537 12th Street.
Tell them to get out here.
Okay, you know what?
Please.
Forget it. We're gonna bring her to you. Just be ready. Okay. This one.
Be careful.
Yeah, let's do this the right way here.
Yeah, it's labs. I need the labs.
We need help. She could be losing the baby.
Give me that gurney over here. Give me an IV, normal saline. Where'd you find her?
I found her in a rental east side of town. We didn't see her collapse, but she's unconscious for about 15 minutes.
Nice and easy. Okay. Go over there, call Dr. Kelly Lee on 4. If she doesn't answer, call the attending.
Do you think they're gonna be able to save both her and the baby?
I don't know.
I hope we got them here in time. I hope she doesn't lose that kid.
Kelly Lee started on a crash C-section. She would have died if you didn't bring her in.
Well, how's the baby?
Baby suffered some fetal distress, but Kelly believes that she can save her. Right now, I need as much information as you have. Who she is, where you found her. You mentioned something about a house east of town.
Okay, yeah, we were in the basement and we heard a cry and a fall, and she was unconscious when we went upstairs.
Just out of curiosity, what were you guys doing in the basement?
It's actually a house that Ian Devlin used while he was in Port Charles.
Ian lived in some dive motel near the highway. There's something Palms.
Yeah, we checked there too.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that guy. He was an outstanding doctor.
Do you know if he was involved in anything illegal?
Not at all.
What about, you ever see him making a recording or hear of any recordings?
He might have recorded his case notes. Most doctors do, but other than that, I have no idea.
Look, we know that he recorded most of his business transactions and conversations, and we think he might have recorded the one about the hit on Sunday.
I'm obviously oblivious to what that guy was capable of. Hope you find what you're looking for to bring everyone responsible for Michael's shooting to justice.
I knew I'd find you here.
They haven't brought any new babies in. Do you think that's a bad
Baby
sign?
lived. So did the mom.
Thank God. I can't believe I'm so emotional about this. It's sort of ridiculous. I didn't even know the woman's name. We broke into her basement. And what if she presses charges?
She won't.
I mean, even if she did. I'm just relieved that she won't have to wake up in the morning and wonder where her baby went, or nobody's gonna have to go to her and
This has to be terrible for you. I'm sorry that it hurt you so much.
it's just standing there and watching all these babies and all this new life. It just got me thinking, like, what if we hadn't chosen that house? What if we weren't there? It's kind of a miracle. My baby didn't get to live. But because of you and me, this one did. Do you think that's her?
Could be. She's cute.
She's beautiful. Wow, hi.
Yeah, you would have been a great mom.
I wanted to be. You know, after everything I've been through, I have never felt pain like that before. But I realize I have choices, and I can either choose to be miserable thinking about the things that I don't have, or I can appreciate the things that I do have. My life is good right now. That's enough.
Stone Cold!
Okay, I guess I passed out for a little bit. How long was I asleep?
Just a few hours. It's okay. You needed it.
Yeah, last night was a little intense for me.
You could say that. You handled it great, though.
Oh, thank you for helping me get through it. I think you're probably the only person who understands what that meant to me.
You must tell the Jackal all the details of your night of intensity. Was there a high-speed chase, a shootout, or a old-school fisticuffs? What?
No, it was nothing like that.
But we did break into a house.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we did. Well, we were looking for records that Devlin could have stored somewhere, but it was a dead end. Well, not really, because we did find that big bag of money and we gave it to that lady.
Well, what lady?
Oh,
The lady whose house we broke into, we were in the basement, and she came in. She passed out. She was pregnant. We had to rush her to the ER.
and we got her there just in time, because the baby lived.
It sounds like a most impressive rescue. I applaud your heroism.
Yeah, well, it was a joint effort.
Perhaps in light of your good Samaritan efforts, she won't press charges for breaking and entering?
Perhaps. We could only hope, I suppose.
Yeah. The point is, the house was a dead end. I might have a new lead. Last night I was talking to Patrick at the hospital about Devlin, and he said something that made me realize that Devlin could have hit something at General Hospital. I need you to hack into the GH mainframe, pull up Devlin's files, his patient's files, any research he was doing, anything he might have left behind.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. So you're thinking that Ian could have left recordings of his illegal activities embedded in patient files?
Well, what I'm saying is the hospital files are totally secure, so maybe he did transfer the recordings to a disk, put in the patient's files, the cases that are closed, no one's ever going to know.
I secured a complete list of patients treated by Dr. Devlin, and Stone Cold is right. Several of the files indicates records, data, and scan that may be backed up to DVD.
Okay, we need to get those DVDs.
Unfortunately, it appears Dr. Devlin's files are restricted. I'm afraid a break-in could cause some heinous difficulties.
Keep at it, there's got to be a way.
Wait a minute. Maybe we don't have to break in. Is there any way you can have the files transferred to somewhere else in the hospital? Somewhere Jason and I would have access to? Somewhere, anywhere in the building? As long as it stayed in the building, it should be okay, right?
Yeah, you're right. Why don't you have them transferred to one of those conference rooms?
Okay, we may be being a bit overly optimistic.
Isn't it worth a try? I mean, if Devlin left something behind to prove Claudia is guilty, don't we need to find it?